Hello, everybody. My name is Tanya Cox. I want to welcome you to our webinar. Sorry about the technical difficulties before. I was trying to get like a screen share and a video of me, but I don't think that's going to work. So we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to be talking to you about marketing in the digital age. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Just a bit about me, or what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about me, then we're going to talk about digital marketing and some of the basic concepts. And then we are going to talk about the P.E.C.A.N method that I have developed that I think really helps to tour guide business owners and entrepreneurs to be masters at digital marketing. And then I have some time for questions. So there I am. You can follow me on these various platforms, but my name is Tanya Cox. I am the Opportunity Guru. I have my bachelor's in psychology from the University of Maryland. Go Terps! Um, I am a business owner, a web designer, and a digital entrepreneur. So I spend my time helping businesses, small business owners, entrepreneurs, basically level up, polish, and get professional and serious about their business. And I use IT and technology to do so. I started my own company, Obstitunity, where we turn obstacles into opportunity, and we do it with IT. And that's why the I is small, because it starts with you. So I also do logos, lots of creative things. But let's talk about the digital age and digital marketing. So digital marketing is the act of promoting and selling products and services by leveraging online marketing tactics. So I know social media, Instagram, anything that's digitized that you see on an electronic device, that's marketing. That is what digital marketing is. And some of it is more overt and some of it is more subtle. But why go digital? Well, number one, brick and mortar is dying. So I don't know if you know or have noticed, but Sears, Blockbuster, Forever 21 is no longer Forever. And the thing about it is, these are stores that you and we like. I mean, I love Diesel. I love Nine West, but brick and mortar is no more, and no more are these companies. So the push to go digital is very hard right now because it's a cheaper and easier access to it. There's less overhead. You don't have to hire as many people when you have computers doing processes. So you could also compare that to like just the price of like running a billboard ad. I don't know if you all know out there the cost for a billboard ad, but say you wanted to do it in like a rural area, it may cost you maybe like 5,000, maybe for like a week or two. And if you want to get like a big billboard in the middle of like, say, like a suburban place, it may cost you $50,000 for maybe a week or a weekend. And then like those digital billboards, these things are really expensive, and companies spend so much money on trying to get your attention to buy things. When you market digitally, you do not have to play that game at all. So that brings me to the third thing about the lower barrier of entry. You don't need a marketing agency or PR person. All you need is an electronic device, phone, tablet, computer that has access to the internet, and you can market digitally. It allows you for increased connectivity, with your audience or your customers. It allows you to do this thing also, what's called, creating a hungry market. You want to go to where the grass is already green and just provide what they're already looking for. And when you market digitally, you can meet people exactly where they are. The customers are also tech savvy, and they prefer more test accessible options. They prefer to be able to just do something digitally and easily. So it behooves you to just go ahead and make that step as well. And the data-driven market, when things are digital, data is the biggest selling point, basically. So it allows you to leverage valuable insights in real time, which prior it wasn't really possible, and it cost like so much money. So like now this is something that the average business owner gets to take advantage of for like relatively cheap. So I just wanted to talk about that. But in terms of, is traditional advertising dead? No, because there's a lot of people who still don't do digital marketing or digital advertising. But you just want to be cognizant of where things are going, and you just want to evolve. So we're going to talk about the P.E.C.A.N method. The P.E.C.A.N method is something that I came up just for you guys. And it's some tips that I think maybe a little underrated. And it is more of a mantra, right? So, digital marketing, social media, it can be a really tough nut to crack. This P.E.C.A.N method is things that I have found to be tried and true ways to be able to cultivate a good customer following and some good business processes for small business owners and entrepreneurs as you digitally market. Because one thing that's for sure about business these days is it's almost impossible to have a business that you don't market. It's only but for some people, or for so long, you're able to have word of mouth or people really close to you support what it is that you're trying to do. If you're trying to be sustainable and create like another source of income that actually generates you money, you have to market. So the first thing we want to talk about is plan. Okay. You have to plan. Research your industry leaders and competitors. And I'm going to say that again. Research your industry leaders and competitors. It's the number one thing. And when I consult with people, a lot of times they may know some of their competitors, but don't know the leaders, right? Like if you are, no matter what the business is, you need to go on Google, do your Googles and see who is performing at the top of their game doing that. And then you need to make a list of 3 people who are competitors in your space or who do what you want to do in a way that you'd like to do it. And this is really important just for efficiency and for research purposes. You want to, so I am getting my master's in information technology. And one thing about engineering and systems, reverse engineering is a thing that us developers use quite often because we are very innovative, but we're not looking to reinvent the wheel. We may be looking to make a square wheel or a wheel out of a straight line, but we're not trying to reinvent the round wheel. It's already been done. So we look to whoever has done things and we just build off top of that. So once you are able to find who the leaders are and who your competitors are, you can find the tools that they're using and start to use those as benchmarks for yourself, right? So that's the first one, P for plan. The second one is E for experience. All right. And I want you to think about what experience you're giving to other people, right? So what is your user experience like? If someone wants to buy something from you, do they have to like knock on your door? Are you memorable? What is the name of whatever your venture is? Is it a memorable name? Does it invoke some type of emotion? And what would they say on Yelp? What would they say when you're not in the room? These are things that you definitely want to be cognizant of as you're digitally marketing, because when we're scrolling on social media, we like to look at pretty things. So if you're having an event and say your logo is a little out of date and it's printed up on things and no one can, you're taking pictures in front of it, but no one can tell what that logo actually says, That's not a good look. That's not leaving a good experience. Are you having to explain over and over again what it is you actually do, or can people look at your brand and your marketing and just get it? These are things that contribute to the experience, and that's the E portion of the P.E.C.A.N method. So C is for customers, and that means cash flow. Very often, people neglect that. How do you get paid? You have to create a cash register for yourself in a sales funnel. So are people able to buy your stuff in a click of one or two buttons? You want to try to make purchasing, as barrierless as possible. So do you have a way to get paid? Do you know what your services are? Have you itemized that, if that's how your business model works? A is for always. And when you say always, always is an uncertain term. It leaves no room for anything else. And one thing about business is you want to eliminate uncertainty. So instead of saying you provide a service for everyone and any and everybody, really hone in on who do you provide services for? Who is really your niche? Because that way you know who your audience is and who you're actually talking to. Because it's no way that you could focus in the way that you need to be accurate if you're selling everything to everybody all the time. And then the N is for navigate. And that's how do people find you? And that ties back into the being memorable thing. Is your name a little hard to navigate to? And so a great example would be you go to an open mic and people are saying what their social media names are. Is it something that I can remember in like 30 seconds, or by the time I start typing it, am I going to forget like whatever it was because it was the business name and then underscore two Z's next to apostrophe? Like, who's going to remember that? So how do people find you? Having social media places set up, but more importantly, that is owning your own platform. I'm sure you all have known that times happens where Facebook and these other platforms go down. Do you have your own website, where you can continue the conversation offline, or not offline, but yeah, just owning your own platform? These are the things that I feel are really helpful for digital marketing in 2019. I want to take some time to ask, does anybody have any questions? So again, the name of my company is Obstitunity. It is a web design and digital marketing agency. We provide digital media and business consulting for small businesses. Yeah, any type of digital asset that you may need, that you need to look professional, I can help with that. And also business consulting. All right. Well, any questions that you have, feel free to put them in the comments. I'll be around and available to answer any of them. I definitely want to thank the group moderators and Bobby for inviting me to do this for you all. It was a pleasure. I hope that we're able to get some good gems out of this. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm on Facebook at Tanya Cox, and also really my business page is at Obstitunity. I'm on Instagram at Obstitunity_, and also on Twitter. On Instagram, I make like different types of digital media and social media posts and just art and stuff like that. And Twitter, I talk about tech stuff and cultural things. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day. Peace.